Let's get into the Drake Iceman album review. And you guys know how I do these. I do the best tracks, I do the bad tracks, and then I do the neutral tracks. Make Them Cry. It is in my best tracks. Love it. Great way to start the album. The next track is Dust, and I have this on bad tracks. I don't like this record. Too many beat switches. I think there's 3 in there. Another bad track is the next one, which is Whisper My Name. Not a fan of this. Came and went. Didn't really care much for it. Number 4, Janice, Shut the Fuck Up. This, I feel, is the best song on the whole album. Next, Ran to Atlanta. Now, this is where I get to the point where I'm talking about neutral tracks. Ran to Atlanta, the first half, is some of the best Drake music that you can ever get. But then it just shifts to the future part, and the Molly Santana, Hannah Montana, Jenny Montana, Iceman, what else? Like, it turns to shit after that. The next track, Shebang. Not a fan of this record. Just came and went. It is what it is. Me when the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they did. Whatever. Make Them Pay. This is one of the best tracks for me. Burning Bridges, another track that came and went for me. Could care less for it. National Treasures. That's neutral for me, where the first half is one of Drake's best songs ever, and the second half turns into Dookie Water. The next track, Bees on the Table, another track that just came and went. Could care less about it. What Did I Miss? So this is another one of those tracks where it starts out amazing, then beat switches, and it turns to shit. So it's a neutral track for me. Plot Twist. I have this on the best tracks. Enjoyed this record. Great. Too Hard for the Radio. I have this on bad tracks, but it is what it is. Make Them Remember. Another bad track that I could care less about. Little Birdie. I actually kind of like this record. It's got like a different vibe to it. I know some people probably wouldn't like it, but hey, I put it on the best tracks. Don't Worry, another track that I have the best tracks that I enjoyed. Firm Friends, a bad track. I didn't really care for it. And then Make Them Know, another bad track. I didn't really care for it. So I have the best at 6. I have bad tracks at 9. And then I have neutral at 3. So if you were to take those neutral tracks, put them in the best because the first half is fucking amazing. Or you count it as like half a record, which is 0.5. So 7.5 you would have. And then 7.5 best tracks with 9 bad tracks, which is not a good balance, obviously. You know, let's just count them as full tracks. Fuck it. 9 bad tracks, 9 best tracks. You got a half-half split. I give it a 6 out of 10. Now, why, Quake, why don't you give it a 5 out of 10? Because that's a half-half split. Well, I think the circumstances surrounding everything really matter to me. I think context matters. I think the bars that he's spitting in here, like who he's directing at and what he's kind of going up against. I feel like for all the pressure that Drake has after the Kendrick battle, you know, he deserves at least that one little bump, a 6 out of 10 because of all that.